So in the new Dragon Age, you have got a lot of customization to do before we even get started. We have got the choice between a few different types of characters. We have obviously got the elf to begin with. We have the Quinari, I hope I'm saying that right. You will learn, butchering this. You have got the human, and then you've got the dwarf. Now all of these will come with a different appearance, and obviously you've got a bit of a description for each of them. With the elf, we've got the descendants of an ancient fallen empire pushed to the margins in the past. Some elves are building a brighter future by exploring their civilization lost wonders. We have feared and envied for their size and strength. Some Quinari follow a strict philosophy from their homeland, while others joined different culture generations ago. The human, an ambitious and prosperous people, humanity's various kingdoms are the ascendant powers of the age. And then we have clever and tough in equal measure. Dwarves cannot dream or wield magic, but possess a mysterious and ancient bond with the earth. While dwarves cannot use magic, their combat skills are feared across. So there is definitely a few different ways that you can go with this. Personally, I have been definitely kind of looking at this lineage, I'm going to get it right. So we are going to cycle through. So you can obviously cycle through here if you are looking for a different type, and maybe you kind of just want to see without going into absolutely everybody. You can obviously cycle through a few to see what takes your pick, and then you can obviously go for what you prefer. So obviously for this, we are going to go here. From this then, you want to obviously go through onto the appearance side of it. You can choose whatever you want. Let me know down below which one you want to choose. I don't necessarily think there is a bad or wrong or right answer. You can obviously create another save to be able to go through this as well. You've obviously got a few different body templates straight off the bat. So we're going to go with the very first one. You do have your pronouns as well, depending on how you want your dialogue to actually go. So I am going to go with this. Then you can obviously press Y and fully customize as well. So we can obviously go with the starting presets. These are going to just be different characters that you can kind of see and go with. I'm actually quite happy with this first one at the moment. You obviously got different lighting that you can go with as well. So if you wanted to move it across so you can see in the different lighting that will be in the game, that is a great feature, I must admit, because half of the time you do see in the kind of dark, gloomy start of an appearance to actually have like the full light on you as well to see how you look there. That is a big well done, thank you very much. So then we have got the head shapes, we've got the complexion. This is going to be, it says default. For the best head experience, we recommend setting all facial features sliders to their base value. This can also be done from the reset button as well. Okay, I like it. I'm a big fan. I think that most definitely is nice help from it. You've obviously got the complexion as well. So with the skin tone, we could go a lot lighter. We can go darker, or obviously you can go into more of the kind of grey vibe that we did have to begin with. You've obviously got the difference as well between the useful side, and then I'm assuming you've kind of got your rugged side as well. It looks like you've got quite a few, and then you've also got the rich, smooth, and I think, oh, okay, we've got rosy as well. We've got acne, we've got weathered, beautiful, dark circles, birthmarks, 1, 2, 3, and 4, even. We've got freckled on there as well, and then obviously this is going to be for all characters as well. We are going to go with a kind of youthful look, I believe. That kind of just adds a little bit level to it. We've got the intensity. What is this? What is this going with? I mean, hopefully it's not just me, but I don't know what that actually does. So regardless, we're going to go with that. So let's go with that. We've then got the forehead and brows. This is pretty standard across most kind of creating a character. We're obviously going to go through a lot of them. If you want to really kind of take your time with this, there's going to be a lot that you can do to really make the character either yourself, if you wanted to try and do that, or obviously into a certain character, maybe from the previous games as well. You've got all of the capabilities going on in there. So this is just the head as well. This is not even everything else. So once you've done that, we can then obviously go through the body, which is going to have the obviously the starting preset. You can go with what you kind of want there. I'm quite happy with the build, to be fair. Maybe a little bit more kind of bigger on the shoulders and arms. Kind of just add a bit more buff on top. Not necessarily need like a full-on ripped everywhere, but that is what it is. We have then got the undergarments. We can either go with shorts, kind of like a tube top and shorts, and then we can just go with a full undergear, which I think I'm going to go with. Body shape, obviously this is going to go for the kind of muscular build, or is that meant to be an egg? Yeah, I think it's very round, but then you can obviously go kind of more, I think it's metamorphosis. So we're going to kind of go just a little bit in the middle, nothing too crazy down there. You got the body proportion, so you can go with your height. We are going to go max on that. Shoulder width, you don't want to go too crazy. We're going to give him a little bit more on that chest. Weights, width, we'll go 10%, make him not look completely crazy. We then have the glutes, always like a strong glutes, and the bulge size. Oh, wow. Okay. Is it getting uncomfortable in here, or... Okay, it's not as bad as I first thought. I was expecting some very interesting things. So then you've obviously got your skin tone that we've already picked. Standard through the eyes, nose, mouth, ears, they're all going to be pretty much just positioning and shape and all of the percentage that you can go with. Obviously, we have got the hair behind them horns. Obviously, you can go with a few different hairstyles. I'm assuming there is going to be, yeah, I was going to say like kind of more of like a ponytail or a shorter hair on top. How does that look on the middle, actually? No, not really feeling that one. If we've got, okay, we've got some very diva-esque ones. We got anything that's a bit more... I think that was pretty the standard then, wasn't it? So yeah, we'll kind of go with that. I kind of like the black hair. That works for me. You have obviously got facial hair we can go with as well. We can full-on ruggedness. We are going to go. I don't want necessarily a small beard, but I don't want anything too crazy. It's the problem, like, we're always got, like, this sideburns and a mustache. Have we got just a little bit less of a chin strap than there, but not necessarily a full beard? It might have to be that one by the looks of it. Let's have a look a bit further down. Kind of got more of a rugged beard. We've got a bit of a mustache. Ooh, could I just have a slight bit less than that? And then that's perfect. Because I just don't necessarily want the pointy stick on him. What about this one? If we go to number 40, I mean, that's non-existent on him. If we go, I say, it looks like we've got a few here that we could go with. It doesn't look like they're doing anything. So, I think we are going to go with this one. But I wonder, can we... No, as I say, we can't actually bring it down a little bit. Is this the beard? So if we go... Okay, that's the height of the head. Okay, that makes sense. No problem. Then we've obviously got the horns. So we've got different styles of horns, maybe, I think. What we got? Okay, more pointy. Okay, I kind of like that. So you can actually have a little bit of a different design. I'm kind of a big fan of this one, to be fair. If we've got... I'm thinking if we go with that with the gold straps around it, what else have we got? Some very, very... weird ones going on, but we're going to stick with them. I quite like that one. I think I've come to that. So we've got the material that we can use. Ooh, I like that one. Metal type, obviously, that's fine. Then we've obviously got the makeup we're going to skip. And then we have got the tattoos, which he's already got on anyway. But when it comes to... Oh, okay, we've got face tattoos. Okay, that's just adding a different level. That's interesting. What would say is he already got them. He's already got them on there. So I might just stick with what we've got because you don't really want to go too crazy over it. But obviously you can create a character without any tattoos to begin with. And then that's obviously going to help with you making your own character. And I'm pretty sure that is absolutely everything. You X to accept. Once you've made your character, you can then obviously start. That's kind of the character features we got so far. Once then you're happy with your appearance, we then move on to the class. Now this is definitely where it kind of gets a bit more interesting for you, as you have got the rogue class, the warrior class, and the mage. Now, if you've chosen something else, a different lineage, then obviously you're going to have to forfeit all your customization. So we're going to go for obviously what we've got here. So the mage class, mage rains down fury with spells that incinerate, freeze, electrocute, and crush. Some cast from afar, while others prefer close quarter combat. We then obviously have got the warrior, which is predominantly how it stands. It's going to be in the battlefield. Some lay waste with sword and shield, while others use a two-handed weapon to send enemies flying. And then finally we have got the rogue. The rogue hallmarks are quick movements and reflexes. Whether wielding a bow or dual swords, they are very powerful and precise strikes for lethal damage. For me, I'm going to go with the mage on this one. I think that's going to be my personal one that I would prefer. Obviously, if you can explore each one, We can see Deathcaller, Evoker, and Spellblade. If you obviously explore the Warrior, we've got a few different specializations there, and a little brief kind of extra damage we can go with. And then obviously you've got the Bowsman, who is very quick. All of them will have their own capabilities, and to be honest, they're all going to be very good, and I would suggest maybe going through a few of them and then kind of going through a few playthroughs as such with it. We then obviously have got the faction, so we've got the Grey Wardens, we've got the Veil Jumpers, Shadow Dragons, I like the name of that, Lords of Fortune, the Morn Watch, and Anti-Van Crows. I want to say that's right. Let's have a look and see what we got then. Is there any extra bonuses? So we got military, so that's the back ones. Base defense and health are slightly increased. Deal increased damage versus Darkspawn. Gain reputation with the Grey Runners more quickly. So that's going to be, the reputation will be whoever you're with. Deal increased damage versus Fade Torched. Deal slightly increased critical and weak point. Your class specified resource regenerates slightly faster. Okay, deal increased damage. And then we've got perform takedowns on enemies with slightly less effort. And then, oh, what we got here? Recognized name, gain reputation. Yeah, deal increased damage versus undead and demons. You can apply an additional stack on targets. And then we've got holds an extra potion. Deal increase. So I'm going to go Shadow Dragons. It just, they sound pretty cool to me, so let's go with them. Obviously we got that, so no, I don't want that one. I want, oh god, what did I choose? That one? Oh yeah, did I choose that one as my backstory? Perfect. Breaker Bonds, select this faction. Perfect. So then we have got the play style. So we've got Storyteller, Keeper, Adventurer, Underdog, Nightmare, and Unbound. So this is going to be the difficulty that you're going to go with. Incoming damage, enemy aggression. So as you can see, you can go all the way down to Storyteller, which is literally what we're here for. So that is what I'm going to go with to start with. I want to see, because basically I want to start it here, and if then it is a bit easy or it's not necessarily as challenging as I want, I then want to see if you can up it from there. So that's going to be interesting. Redmond Makar. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, let's do it with Jin. Oh, so it's from my faction. We're going to go for, I'll do it 11 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can't even pronounce that. Z. Perfect. Masculine voice, pitch medium. Perfect. And that, I believe, should be everything summarized in the character development.